Hi, everybody. I've once again signed up to a poker tournament, fashionably late, but no big deal. The blinds are 15 minutes between level 1 through 16, and then 12 minutes from 17 to the end. As a matter of fact, I'm just now hitting the register button. And if you're bothered at all by, me having, this pose, don't worry. I won't be using that pose at all today. I'm already um, very much into it because I'm very much nervous for this one because if I don't do well in this one, then I'm down to one last chance, which is the dream itself. This is a pretty significant buy, considering the fact that most of this, actually all of this, is off of winnings and free rolls. I'd rather not have to go back to free rolls only, because remember I've been trying to sign up for my actual money, but the robots won't let me. And just to answer anybody's question, you gotta remember this time. Just to answer everybody's questions, I'll be snacking on some Cheez-It Snaps for this early part of the tournament. Oops. Go back to default phase. Oh, that's a pretty nice hand to start, actually. Oh, hey, it's Demon. I remember Demon. Well, it's a big raise. Big, but not totally unreasonable. I don't know how they play though. I'm gonna go ahead and fold. Ace 10 off is nice, but I don't know if it's worth that much. You might be able to tell that I just got out of the shower. This isn't super early this time. I just managed my morning time really poorly. Only full of the cards are hitting the board. It's more than I could say the last tournament I played. Demon is from Russia. Sixberg from the United States. Izrezba from Russia. Sabitas from Argentina. Siholov from Ukraine. Logosavros from Russia. And Astro from Russia. Glad you got H10 to work. I can tell this is a looser table than my first one in the last game. Still snacking. This microphone's not that sensitive, so you probably can't hear the crunching sounds, of which I find lamentable. Because crunching sounds are usually quite satisfying. More easy fold hands. So I'm picking up right where I left off, but this is fine because maybe that means the good hands are coming a little later when it'll matter more. If the law of averages works. There we go. I won't be 3-bet off of him this time. Well, SpongeBob is from Russia. Okay, now we're apparently playing heads up with SpongeBob. Whee! There we go. There's some other people. Big city life, Russia. Taste from U.S. R. Pavel, Russia. You gotta love how many of these AM poker tournaments are just filled to the brim with Russians. Nope. Well, that was it for the crackers. Oh, that's crumbs. After the break, which is actually in just 10 minutes, I'm going to have a sandwich in front of me. Again, my folded cards are actually hitting the board, which is not the worst sign ever. Oh, that would have been an awful card for me. Wonder if Big City Life had the same hand as me. You can see the prize pool is $750. The buy-in of you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say I don't believe you. That worked. I've been playing tight, so maybe I can act like I happen to wake up with a hand there. For a brief moment, I can actually comment on the game at hand. Throwing a little something. Okay. I don't know why I'm showing, but I will. And it's early goings, you don't have to go for all that many pots or the big pots. Just trading water is okay for the first couple of levels. Once the blinds actually start to intensify, then you got to make your moves. At the moment, though, that's not necessary. This is sort of playable at a glorified five-handed table, anyway. Those guys are AFK. Okay. So the king of clubs. There's ace-10 again. This time I'll limp and see what happens. Mix it up a little bit. Not much. Oh, I could have represented that board easily. Okay, maybe I am going to adopt this pose. Alright, so far so good. I can only keep getting away with these moves if I keep folding my junk hands pre-flop. Like this, I have no interest in playing this one. Oh, you take it this time. Of course, I re-raised with Jack 3, and it worked last time, but let's, again, don't want to get too predictable here. Ooh, ace-queen. Getting dealt some cards here. Ace-3. Yeah, I'll let them fight over this one. Well, the jack happens to hit, obviously. But I don't feel that strongly about it. I don't want to say jack of diamonds anyway. This hand could work. Hmm. Nah, follow my own advice for once. Thought about getting stubborn there, but yeah, that would have been ugly. 4 of these guys have no avatars. And an okay hander. I feel like my table image is going down though, because I've had playable hands more often than not the last few minutes. I just hope he doesn't have a queen. I was going to act like it, and I'm just going to go ahead and believe him. Rock Panther from the United States. Okay, now this is a 6-handed table, effectively. Of course, I joined 5 or 6 minutes late, so I don't know. I don't know if these two guys. Oh, the Ukrainian is back. Just like we're sitting there the whole time and just completely forgot this tournament was happening, or if they just like lost all their time bank and just wasn't paying attention. Which I find hard to believe because as soon as a game starts that you're involved in, the game will immediately pop up front and center on your computer. Like ACR makes it a point to remind you that hey, you're playing for real money here. Let's make sure that you're awake. Which I guess is one advantage of having ACR be an app instead of an actual website. Hmm. So now we're 7-handed. Ooh. Gold. Lena we know is Russian. Vatabs, Brazil. Loud Poker, USA. Mr. Lemmer, United States. Illiterate Wheat, United States. Ooh. Russia. Oh, and there's number 12 in the empty seat. Lol. So we have a couple of larger stacks already here, and I folded ace-8. Dang it. Oh, Sixburg is back. Alright, well, that was short. But hopefully I got involved in the right hands there and didn't do anything silly there. Not yet, anyway. BRB. Same with Jan. RC Cola. Yeah, not going with pure water this time. I hope that doesn't affect me negatively. Estoy comiendo un sándwich de jamón y queso. That's right, this video just suddenly changed into Spanish. Just kidding, I'm talking English right now. Does remind me I'm running out of time to use Duolingo before starting out master's school, master's education. Maybe it'd be a good thing if I just flame out of poker. If I do flame out, I'm going to give the robots one more chance to actually sign me up with my own money. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to put this to the side for a while. Because I need to do something else in my life, I think. Because I want to show you something. When you play a tournament with these nice, calm blind levels, it's kind of a grind. It's a big time commitment. That's just to late reg. The end of late reg is 228 minutes away. Of course, I think that should be much lower. But the fact of the matter is, that's just how long we have to go just to even get past the late reg. That won't even be enough to make it to the money, let alone win. Of course, my goal is just to make the money. If I make the money, then I have a little bit of breathing room in my ACR bank account. If I win, then we're really talking. Now, first place is going to change because the field's going to change as well, but that wouldn't be too far off from the amount of money that I'm trying to buy in for in the first place. Oh, nines went hand. I got enough to see. I got enough to take a flop with you. Sure, let's play. Not enough. I'll let you guys fight over this. 3 minutes, and the lines are still going to be relatively short. Anybody who gets off to that good of a start this early in a tournament, it's a pretty safe bet that you're not going to bluff them off very easily. Because in order to get that kind of chips this early, you either have to win a complete cooler, or you have to be playing a lot of hands and be risking a lot. So, yeah. I just have queen high. There's no way it's good, but I'm not going to test that. Okay, so maybe I would have won that hand. This hand was ace-jack high, but some things are worth it. That was not one of them. This is ill-advised, but let's see what happens. Come on, Lena. I'll just give you credit for hitting part of that. It's a pretty coordinated board. Alright, I will call a reasonable raise. If I can help it, though, I would like stay cheap. Very good. Okay. Got to be a little wary. The blinds could easily have a 3 because we didn't raise it. Yeah, I'm not going to raise that, but I'd be playing with a lot of fire if I did. Call. Could always just be a queen with a rag kicker. That's a pretty meaty bet. That doesn't seem like a value bet. So I'm going to call. Yes! Got it right. He just had a flush draw. Sportsmanship. You bluffed and I had top pair. What is there to get mad about? I'm genuinely drawing a blank of what this guy could possibly be mad about. That's a pretty big raise. I would have called a little less. And if you watch the last game that I played in, somebody called my bluff with ace high and a gut shot. I didn't throw any poop at him. I called that bluff with top pair. Very nice hand. Looking for a check raise, but did not get his chance. Semi-playable, but I'll let it go. Winning that hand against Sixburg means I have at least a little bit of a buffer. And I don't have to get involved for at least a little while with a marginal hand. Didn't even think about it, Lena. Either plopped a monster or just thinks that Mr. Lemmer's full of air. And the floor is now hers. Well played, whatever you had. I'll be the first to tell you that I am a bit nervous in this tournament. And like my fate for like the next couple of months will hinge on this and the dream. At least my poker fate. I'll also dial it back with the commentary on the other games. I just feel like I'm having fun, and the OSS is kind of neat. But as soon as the OSS is over, I promise you, the Number 12 YouTube channel will go back to more video game clips. I am in no way giving up my original intention, which is video games. Might even come with short memes. I mean, YouTube Shorts are... Everybody says that YouTube Shorts are the best way to drum up new subscribers. Which I can believe, because nobody has any attention spans anymore these days. Including me, honestly. I'm guilty of that myself. Hello. Is he gonna throw poop at this guy? Nope. Got a classic flip. Nobody can blame anybody here. And Sixberg with plenty of ammunition now. I'm not even gonna call that. Save myself some chips. Because every tournament here on America's Cardroom is a little bit different. I have to adjust to different blind structures and different starting stacks. Like, I'm already playing for, much larger stacks of chips than I ever did in the last one, but that's just because we start with 3.5 times more. The biggest pot I've ever won is 1.3 million. Of course, I didn't record that one. That was just a regular $50 Omaha free roll. I won't be recording regular free rolls. Only the... Ooh, yeah, I see that. Only the really special live sponsors ones. I probably won't even record tournaments like this until I genuinely get to play for higher stakes. But, I might as well start out somewhere if I'm going to record myself playing here. Ugh. Iffy flop. I hit it, but... Man, there's a lot of cards that I don't want to see on the turn. Why did I call with this? If nobody wants to fire, I can put out about third pot bet. That doesn't endanger my chip stack too much. I'm not expecting both players to fold, but I got kind of what I wanted. I thinned at least one person. Let's see if my 5's good. Nope, it. That's fair. This is definitely a call. Nope. I could try. I don't think it's gonna work. okay to surrender. I don't think the way that hand played out that would have worked if I had bluffed there. It certainly wouldn't have worked on the turn. I mean, he probably would have check raised on the turn. Let's fold it. If I am going to follow my own advice, that needs to include crappy suited cards are still crappy cards. Because the flop's going to have less than 2 hearts on it more often than not. Because I already have 2 hearts. I would have been left with bottom pair and a gut shot. And I would have been left with not bottom pair, but pair of 6s. You didn't have much, but it would be me. I like 6-4, but obviously 6-4 I would prefer suited. It's better to have suited cards than not, obviously. But don't overvalue them either. I would have had it straight right out the bat. God bless. Did for the sandwich. Should be covered. I'll always pick up a snack on the break if it turns out that I am getting hungry. But if I am getting hungry, that means I'm running very deep. Oh, okay. Juampi. Oh, Argentina, so maybe it's Juampi. Krapiva, Ukraine. Super Mario SpongeBob, USA. Anahata, Russia. AZE4, USA. Roman Bobrysho, Ukraine. And I think we saw this guy on my first table. He's from Russia. Here's my 6-4. Suited this time. Obviously, if this guy goes all in, I'm not going to call a 6-4. But he didn't do that, so I can raise now. Okay, pick it up. Been a while since I picked anything up, but you know, I'm doing fine. The average stack hasn't moved very much, so I haven't had to. We actually need 500 total entrants to break the guaranteed prize pool. We're currently at 136. But like the guaranteed prize will provide you a benchmark for how many people you can expect to enter a tournament. Ideally, this guy's just going to go all in, and we can just go at it right here. Or you can just call. Fine. What did you get? You have absolutely nothing. Just no jack. Cool. I'll take that. I mean, he certainly had enough to go with it. But I don't know why he waited until post-flop. Especially when he didn't have anything post-flop. He didn't think I was going to fold, did he? What hand could I possibly have that I was going to fold on that board? Dead Farmer is from Russia. I suppose he's picked a very good avatar for somebody called Dead Farmer. Now, I don't know what basketball has to do with farming, but he certainly looks dead. Oh, this is a new guy. Russia. Alright, it's already been raised, so let's not bloat this pot. I'm expecting a C-bet. I'll probably just fold to it. Yeah. If he had a pocket pair, then obviously I'm not going to make him fold on that board. It's not a particularly bluffable board. Unless, of course, you're the pre-flop aggressor, in which case you can C-bet and probably win it. Could I have donk bet? Absolutely. But I just didn't think that was the right thing to do there. It wouldn't have made a lot of sense. I wouldn't have even been representing a 6. I would have been representing like a 7. Because a 6 wouldn't lead out there. A 7 might. That's about the only hand that would. And was he really going to be scared of a 7? You know, probably not. Especially if we had like pocket 8s or 9s or something. Oh, here we go again with this. And I can't even play this then. More late reggers show up, and then tables get broken off. I love how the button's just way over there. There we go. Alex 5022 from Georgia, the Caucasus country. Kekos from Russia. Suka, Vietnam, which is 2 words apparently. Okay, that's just wonderful. Well, thank you. This guy's from Russia. I'm officially not going to make any money on this video. Oh. God, top pair, but what a terrible board for top pair. You're keeping it cheap, though. Okay, well, that's fantastic. I wonder. Will this make any sense? I honestly don't even know. I want to see if it works. Nope, it doesn't. Now I know. Of course, I do joke. I mean, I'm not even at the point where YouTube would give me any money anyway. I was never planning on having YouTube be my source of income. Twitch, maybe, but that hasn't really worked out either. So it'll be after I have my master's degree and hopefully work for the USGS. Get into seismic surveys, or hopefully more, something to do with groundwater. Because let's be real, Earth has way too many humans on it, and we need to make sure we have enough groundwater to suit everybody. I dropped out of engineering, so I'm not really going to be helping people move to renewable energy. I'd love to see that, of course. It is entirely possible that the last reserves of fossil fuels will be exhausted before I die. Like, you got to realize that we're really kind of running out of fossil fuels. Dang it! Oh, can't call for that price. Ooh, went back to exactly the starting stack. I'll always have a little bit of nostalgia for the new age Harley Quinn avatar because, especially when it's like on my direct left, because when I made the final table of the $50 free roll in Omaha, there was somebody named Love Villain with that same avatar to my direct left. And then somebody with the Donald on my direct right. I don't remember who won. Excuse you. I know Vietnamese players are better than that. You see Vietnamese people all the time running deep in the World Series of Poker main event. That's better. Whereas I'll root for anybody to beat somebody with a name like that. It's gonna be a big pot though. Really going after this one. Snap call with the sixes full. All right. Very nicely done. Freaking nines. God, I hate nines. I mean, I have to bet them. Much better. Okay. Ivan Go. Russia. No surprise there. Yay. There, I'll show the nines. I've been quiet, and hopefully that reinforces the notion that I'm only playing quality hands. I hate nines, but objectively, they're one of the better hands. That did make Zuka the chip leader. I have enough to call that. Wow. I can't even pretend like I hit this board. That's gonna hit the razor a lot more than it's gonna hit the collar. Oh, see, that guy that I busted out is on his second bullet and doing much better the second time. But this isn't a PKO game. The dream is, so I don't even have to make the money in the dream to get my money back. I just have to knock one guy out. Well, I wouldn't get all my money back, but it would at least help me out a little bit. Keep me from going back to free rolls only. freerollsonly.com. That doesn't exist. Don't look that up. That was a joke based on farmersonly.com, which does exist. Got a fellow Grinch with me here. I don't think I can call a raise with this. I was going to raise with it, but I don't think I can call a raise with it. I hope if nothing else, you're seeing me fold all these hands and win very, very few pots. And you'll notice that I'm in no way panicking or complaining. I may be complaining a little bit inside, but I know that I don't have to win all these hands. I'm still doing a lot better than Alex, for instance. And just one nice pot away from, pulling back up to over 40K, If I were to win this pot, I would be over 40K. Do I need a little bit of help from the board? Absolutely, I do. Because my bluffs have been terrible so far today. Ooh. Alright, interesting name. From Brazil. Kind of felt like it was from Brazil. Based on some of the names I've been seeing. Tiago Barto. I feel like I'm supposed to talk like a sheep when I say that name. So I got, a decent stack. 68, 69 big blinds. And if you think this is panic mode, then you have not played poker, ever. You just sat down. Come on. I know you just sat down because you had 35,000 exactly. Thank you. At least I'm blocking the nut flush draw. Oh, you're gonna donk bet that, huh? Well, I like donk betting. It does actually work, because I was gonna do that, but I really can't think of a reason to keep going in this hand. Especially because he's a shorter stack than me, so I kind of have to believe him. Size up just a bit, because we're under the gun here. Thank you for acting quickly. I actually hit this one for once. I'll bet again. Not out of confidence, but out of hope that it buys me another check on the river. Okay, that accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. Hopefully he's just got a king. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm right back in it. Actually, that was a good river card for me, because if he had king queen, I'm still ahead. Of course, if he had a 7, then I'm behind, so equal opportunity river card there. And look, he didn't throw poop at me. Dead Farmer plays, I'll fold. If he doesn't, then we'll see what happens here. Not much, but I can continue for a little while. Alright, you got your revenge. But that pot wasn't as big as the one I won. You know, going through a tournament, I kind of want to change. Like, I thought it would be cute to like change the emotions on my avatar, but I'm starting to think that maybe it'd be best if I just settled on one emotion. Well, these guys aren't playing around. Ooh, ooh. Are we gonna see a royal flush? Are we gonna see a royal flush? No. But the aces are good. Not much anyone can do about that one. Certainly have a callable hand here. Can't think of any reason to keep going here. I mean, he doesn't have to have a hand, but I mean, I have no backup plan. If I were to bluff raise, I have absolutely no backup plan whatsoever. I've been doing that a lot in both this tournament and the last, and that has not worked out for me. Now he slows down. Now that he's down practically to the felt. Fear the King 10. Okay. Under the gun raised. No way I'm playing 5-4. Up to 167 entries now, if anyone was wondering. Wait, what the heck? That was so fast. Just bet without even thinking. Good reason to. So many under the gun raises at this table. Mr. Joe from the United States. Mr. Joe with a pretty princess avatar. I don't know how to feel about that. Or how to read that. Holy moly. Some of these are just flat out setups. K-Koss can't complain about this one too much because he's going to win the side pot. The side pot's bigger than the main pot. Tia Gobarto, unfortunately, picked up pocket browns. And that will, as it say in the South, hightail him out of here. Or, you know, come back for a second bullet. I tend to look at rebuys as almost like a scam. Like it's not a scam, obviously, because it does exactly what it says it's going to do to you. But every time you rebuy, you're starting with less of a chance than you would have if you just start from the beginning next time you play this tournament. Because instead of the big blind being 250, now the big blind is 500, so your 35,000 is worth 70 big blinds instead of 140. Now 70 is still plenty, but, you know, it's just another fancy way for the casinos to get you know? They come up with all these enticing offers that seem like they're player friendly, but they're not. Oh, goody, I get to be the big blind twice. Go for it. I know you probably don't have anything, but I don't have anything either. Oh, they're gonna actually be nice to me and give me the small blind here. Thank you, robots. You saved me 250. Those are early raise. I keep folding. I am itching to play, don't you worry. I'm not just going to keep folding and folding until I'm at a shove or fold stage. I do want to play. That would have given me a straight flush draw. Holy crap. That would have given me the straight. There was that 6-4 that would have given me a straight too. Goody! Another brand new table. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name. But from Russia, ATCJ, USA, MM with nuts, USA, Alexander, Russia, who couldn't see that coming, Alec Castillo, Brazil, and Adronson, Belarus. And Mr. Joe from the USA. Oh, this is what I learned from the other table. Under the gun raises, in this case UTG +1. How weird is it that every time I've been moved to a new table, I have played the first hand? Portugal, Don Medon. He's on the button, so I've got a little bit of work to do to convince him I'm good here. Actually, no, I don't. That flop should hit me. Theoretically. Shouldn't be too fishy of a bet. Have I bluffed successfully one time in this whole freaking tournament? You know what? I'm done bluffing until further notice. Until I can show down a good hand, I'm done bluffing. This is getting ridiculous. I can't hit any flops. I didn't hit any flops yesterday. I'm not hitting any flops today, except for a few that I folded, obviously. Which even then is an upgrade over what I've been getting. This feels like I'm in a replay poker rut or even an IRL casino rut, because anytime I played poker in my real casino back in San Diego, these are the kind of cards I kept getting. This is why I can't win at Hold'em. If you end up missing the flop and you have no potential, then you're just kind of you're just kind of driving blind and hoping you don't crash into something. I have just barely enough that can actually call that min raise. I need 4 cards. I need Omaha. Someone please 3-bet so I don't have to call with 6-3 clubs. Even a min 3-bet and I'm out of here. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have to play this hand. Whereas what usually happens then is I finally pick up aces or kings, and I'm like, under the gun +1, I make a small raise, everybody folds, and I take the smallest pot I can. That's been the other common thing that's happened. Oh, wow. Logosavros doing really well on that second bullet of his. I literally can't do a second bullet, because if I do that, then I can't play the dream. And if you think I'm passing up a chance to play for a $100,000 prize pool, then you're out of your dang mind. I'm going with that face. I'm picking up no cards. I don't ever see this face being used for some reason. I find it rather amusing. What nicer alternative than wrestler vomiting. Alright, well, hopefully I can turn this around the other side of the break. See you soon. This recording is now also sponsored by Bob's Sweet Stripes. Soft, chewable peppermint candies. Perfect fresh snack for any occasion, such as missing every single flop in a Hold'em tournament. Yes, I'm officially complaining now. I tried to be strong as long as I could, but good lord, one of these flops, please hit me. I'm tired of only winning pre-flop pots. And having that happen, like, once every 20 hands. Yeah, I'm still here. My point remains, that sort of hit me. By my standards, that's a fantastic flop. Call. Club. Heck off with you. Well, let's see what you bet. Alrighty then. How about this? Don't know if I like that or not. That should be a brick. Check. Whew. Wow, I won a hand. How about that? Kind of a sizable one, too. Squeaky wheel getting a little bit of grease here. Obviously, I'm still not in great shape, but it at least got me out of the deepest of the doldrums. How many big blinds do I have now? 62. All right, all right. The only thing about eating all these bobs is won't be able to drink the rest of this for a while. Maybe that's a good thing, though. Maybe fresh breath is the way to go. Again, my folded cards are connecting with the board a little bit, which is more than yesterday's game could say. I still wouldn't feel very confident considering how big the pot is already, though. I'm just talking, like, just pure objectively. I didn't totally airball it. Obviously, my hand's no good here. Boy, Alec Castillo really gambling. And coming up empty in this one. If I get dealt if I get dealt crappy hole cards all the time, that's fine. I don't care about that. But having playable cards all the time, and then airballing flop after flop after flop, that is maximum frustration in Hold'em. And that doesn't happen very often in Omaha. Hold'em's where the money's at, but Omaha is where the fun's at. So yeah, when and if I ever do get a decent bankroll going, I will be targeting Omaha games to record for you. I like Omaha much better than Hold'em. Even as a commentator, Omaha's not that hard. It kind of is. It's harder than Hold'em, but, it's not Omaha High-Low. Omaha High-Low is really hard to commentate. Ooh, very nice hand. I'm not terrible at Omaha High-Low, though. I might actually be better at Omaha High-Low than I am Hold'em. I'm bad at stud. I know that. Yay! I'll take it. At this rate, I mean, I accept that. Ooh, even better. I'll even up the raise size slightly. I don't mind seeing folds. So no, I'm going to miss the... Well, that's not too bad of a flop for me, actually. Not going to bet a ton. I don't want to bloat this pot in case he happens to have a king. We have very similar stacks. Okay, I'll take it. And I will show. Okay. I can go back to regular face now. I'm thinking of maybe having Smirk Grinch be my permanent face. That just stays as Smirk Grinch no matter what. I think that would work pretty well, actually, because my Twitch account is Vegeta Fan 3, and who's better at smirking than Vegeta? I mean, come on. I'm happy to play Limp Pot. I don't like that. I'm not going to bet it because I know you're not going to believe me. I don't believe you, but there's a very small pot that I don't really need. I was going to go out and do a kettlebell walk. Really nice day. Obviously, if I keep playing in the tournament, I'm not going to do that. I can't even call 300 with this piece of crap. Okay. Random numbers, or random letters from Russia. I, Johnny. Russia. It started at 11:30 a.m. You know, it's kind of midday for the U.S., but apparently that's... Well, I am on the East Coast, to be fair. Not East Coast, but East Time Zone. But apparently this is when all the Russians like to play. A couple of threes. Again, I'm more than happy to play a limp pot. I remember threes working pretty well for me yesterday, being one of the few pots that actually won. I ended up with a full house. No, I'm thinking of the one that I commentated on. I did flop trips with threes, but in one that I commentated on, there was a full house. The other guy had, like, tripped kings and managed to fold on the river. Representing a 5, obviously. I don't necessarily believe him, but again, I don't have to go for this. Especially when I have no backup plan whatsoever. Oh, I have, to be fair, I have shown down some good cards. Well, I feel like I'm allowed to start bluffing again if I want to. Now, of course, you're allowed to bluff anytime you want, but... You know, there are certain situations where it just isn't worth it at all. Got 201 total entrants now. Again, we need 300 more to Get past that $750 guarantee. Now, one thing that puzzles me a little bit is that there's a section of tournaments on America's Cardroom under the play money category, and I don't see any tournaments at all. Like, I don't have a play money, like, bank account, as it were, and that section just completely blank for me. I'm guessing it's because Ohio is one of the states where America's Cardroom is legal. I guess if you live in a state where it's illegal, you have that instead, maybe? I don't know. Curiously, Nevada is one of the states where this is illegal. Mostly because everything else is legal, so it's like we don't need this substitute for all the stuff that we have. But like, this has basically been given the okay by most of the state governments as like being a regulated version of online poker. It will never make sense to me how the United States just loves to advertise sports betting every 5 seconds and can't agree on whether or not online poker should be a thing. Online sports betting has way less strategy than poker. Way less. That's pure unadulterated gambling. And we're all for that, but not poker. I don't get it. Sports betting is just thinking of potential matchups that you feel in your gut might be worth betting on. And then you bet on it, and then it either happens or it doesn't. Sean Miller from the United States. I live more. Russia. What a shock. Oh, it's 350, now, huh? Okay. How am I the biggest stack among this group? Of course, I won't be for long. I'm not going to try and bluff 4 other players with 6 high. My bluffs have been failing the whole tournament. Why would they start in this situation? Nice. Everyone loves a chop pot. Okay, the vomiting rainbow is kind of funny. Argentina. Okay. I would stay upright. That would be great. Oh, goody. It's leaking out trash. Okay, this guy just showed up, so I'm not going to 3-bet him, even though I easily could. Wait, what am I thinking? We're gonna miss the flop, so I should have 3 bets. We didn't have to see a flop. Nope. I should have 3 bet. I was just thinking in terms of I don't know who this guy is, but if I've learned anything, it's that I can't rely on the board to help me. That was my last Bob. So at the very least, I've outlasted my peppermint supply. I've outlasted a few people here. Up to 213 total entrants. But outlasting people doesn't really mean anything if you don't make money. We've got a ways to go from that. First, we have to get past all the late reg, and that is still 2.5 hours away. Whee! Only after we get past late reg can we actually start thinking about money. I still have chip. I still have pretty good chips though. The game does speed up a little bit once we get past late reds. Like I mentioned, it goes from 15-minute levels to 12-minute levels. Personally, I would prefer it the other way around. Like once we kind of weed out some of the players in the early levels, then we start getting a little more serious and allowing for tighter play. That's not good. Getting a really nice price, but I don't have that good of a hand. Back to this avatar. Hi, Johnny has been behaving, so I'm going to give him credit for a better ace. Or something along those lines. Like, ace anything, or a pair of anything, and ace 2 is behind. And it just isn't really worth it anymore. I feel like in terms of my overall gameplay style, that I feel like I'm fitting right in with the average poker player. Just today I can't bluff to save my life. But somehow I still have chips. Fold, thank you. Argentina versus Belarus. 3.5x. Argentina wins. course, this isn't about their countries, obviously, but you know, it's just nice to play with a bunch of people from so many different corners of the world. That always excites me. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That's the greatest lasting legacy of the internet is we get to play with so many people from so many different places. Like, are we even close to world peace right now? No. But at least this could be somewhat of an avenue towards it in the future. I'm just gonna walk you. I'm through with pretending I'm something I'm not. Okay, well, I'm not walking you because Andy wants to play. Now it's Belarus versus Portugal, and they have very similar flags. Not very similar, but similar. Belarus wins this one. 3-6. Again, it's not being dealt a bunch of crappy 2 cards that puts me on tilt. If they're unplayable, they're unplayable. Oh. Another number I don't recognize. I hope that came through. This is not the best mic in the world, but it's an upgrade over the PC mic, because it had been leaning towards crapping out for a while. Alright, what did I learn from the last time I played Ace 2? That maybe I shouldn't. Well, let's try limping. If I insta-limp, let's see what happens. Okay, this time Johnny will let me see a free one. Big shocker, I missed. Now that figures to be a good flop for the limper. There's a lot of hands like 8-7 or even 8-6 that would see this flop. Even when I think logically and have a reason behind my bluffs, I just can't get anything to work. Sean Miller, welcome. The United States, Ace-2 again. Screw that hand. Nope. I am once again now at a point where I cannot legally bluff. And I must actually wait to have a real hand. I swear my bluffing is not always this bad. I had a tournament not that long ago where I was like 5-2 in bluffing on significant pots. But everybody's got a read on me right now. And I want to make this very clear. I am recording this. This is not a live stream, so it's not like people can see the cards that I have. Everything that you're, like, when you look at all these hands, not only have they already happened, but I have already been eliminated from the tournament. I was going to say the tournament's over, but chances are the tournament will not be over by the time I upload this. Because I'll probably be knocked out in the next hour or so, and the tournament's going to go on for another 3 past that. Am I playing bad or am I running bad? It's probably a combination of both, and it's not sure which one is more to blame. Whoa. Oh. But taint call with ace king suited. Interesting. And ace queen comes through. I feel like with those stack sides, ace king suited kind of had to play for it there. Playable hand. Let's see what happens this time. You just folded 171 behind. Yay. I don't have to do any work. I mean, obviously he's planning on rebuying if he's going to fold with 171 behind. Now he's folding with 71 behind. And now you're all in by default. I still can't call you. Well, I did make 5-3 work in the re-roll that one time. Oh my god. He called the all-in and raised it. That's what poker time commentators would say way back in the day, like 20 years ago. The prevailing wisdom in poker at the time was not particularly wise. Come on. You wanted to give me a 3. Kind of surprised he didn't bet. I was going to bet for him. Walk. Yeah, sure enough, he rebuys. Who couldn't see that coming? Interesting that you can see how many bullets they're in for on the tournament leaderboard, but not on the actual game. I think I like it that way. You don't want the embarrassment of showing that you're in for 3 or 4 bullets to be displayed for everybody. Nobody will give you any credit. Well, that and it's also reflecting reality, because in real life, you don't have to sit down and tell everybody that you're in for 3 or 4 bullets. Nice. Hmm. Certainly playing this. I mean, I've been telling you. I've been telling you, the second I finally get good cards, that's what's going to happen every single time. I just can't get out of this rut. Tens again, really. This is the part where I get 3-bet, and the other guy's got, like, queens. Why am I just, like, calling the future every freaking time? I'm not going anywhere. Unless I live more. 4-bets it. He's just gonna call. Okay, well, let's... I'm set mining at this point. I got 10s, but I'm set mining. And I came up empty, so... If Johnny does have pocket queens, I'm in real trouble now. He's not acting like he's got a set of queens, which means that he still might have a set of queens. What is my backup plan? I have no backup plan. Every time I see a flop, there's no backup plan whatsoever. Like this is a joke. This is a joke. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, I'm just glad I was wrong. That was a terrible flop, but the 10s were still good somehow. I'm not taking this emote off yet. That was a nice pot. I'm back among the living, but I'm still not feeling great. I'm still not hitting flops. I prefer Omaha. I'm not as good at Hold'em. I feel like on paper, most of my bluffs that I've tried in this tournament are like founded on something reasonable that I might have, and I miss the mark every single time. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I just cannot bluff today. One thing I will say is I used to get mad at, like, World Series of Poker telecasts, or to a lesser extent, EPT coverages of EPT main events, for, like, going really, really far into a tournament without showing, without like, say, the guy who finishes in 23rd place gets shown on TV, like, one time, and then is all in before you even really get to know him at all. But this kind of, this run here is kind of why that happens, because I'm not saying I'm going to finish in the top 23 or anything, but like this is why that happens, because one guy really can just play all of these really like small crappy pots and just kind of meander his way through without ever picking up anything big that would be worthy of showing to TV. Actually, no, hold on. I'll call a bend raise from you. Right. I've got a little bit. Hey, you're allowed to call me. Oh! Oh my god! I flopped a draw. I flopped a freaking flush draw. That's one of the best flops I've seen all tournament. I'm not even kidding. Yay! I'm gonna show that. I don't know why. I just freaking... I mean, I actually kind of hit that. Wow! Ace Queen. You know, I'm gonna get tricky here. I'm just gonna call. Unless it gets raised before me. Then it might actually 3-bet. If he raises it... Okay, then I probably should 3-bet it. Because maybe he'll go for an all-in, and I'd be willing to call that. With... But you know what? I think he whiffed it too. Fine. You hit it. And I didn't hit it. Nice check. Nice check on the flop. Every single time I make a move without a hand, it gets picked off. Whether I'm running bad or playing bad, there's a dark cloud over me right now. I have no idea how I'm still in this tournament. Genuinely, no idea how I still have a stack. 247 total entrants, by the way. So we're about halfway there to the guarantee. I do give a lot of credit to Tomasu there for checking on that flop, making me think I could push him out. I thought that maybe if I mean, I had just shown pocket tens a couple of times, so maybe I could. I'm so sad. Hell no. Not the way you've been treating me. I wish I had a hand good enough to do that. So far, the tens and the ace queen have been the best hands I've seen. But again, that's not even what bothers me. What bothers me is I always miss flops. That'll do it. Oh! Pocket Browns. Making a comeback. For once, the nines actually win. Of course, they always win against me. They never win for me. I sound like every poker player ever now. Except that's not just woe is me, that's just I hate nines. The regular woe is me will continue, I'm sure, but that wasn't what that was. That could whine that I only have 3-10 offsuit here. But, you know, I'm never that mad to have terrible cards because at least that means it's an easy decision. Very easy decision for Don Medon, that's for sure. A lot of outs for Johnny, but not a jack. We might see him again. Looks like another late reg beat him to it. Michael Scotch from the United States. Walk. I'm very fortunate that I'm at a relatively poor table. At any second, I'm going to be transported to a table where there's 3 guys with over 100k. At that point, I'm pretty much going to be all in or full mode. Guess it'll feel like it. Oh, hey, my 9-2 would have actually been 2 pair now. Again, the folded cards are actually hitting the board. I'm trying to milk any amount of positivity I can out of the way I've been running. There have been over 100 bust outs. The fact that I've been getting the cards I've been getting, and all the failed bluffs that I've been making, and I'm still here, and I'm not one of the 100 who have busted out, at least means something, I think. Very little consolation. I desperately need to cash in this tournament. $31 big blinds. I'm not even going to play this. I honestly need better than that. At least something that can possibly connect. I can't connect with anything today. But just... I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I was already not that confident. I'm much less confident now. Honestly, I should have played that. I should savor the moment while I still have a table that I can... that I don't have to be completely frightened. Like I said, there's not 3 players with over 100k at this table. I should have at least tried to make something out of that. My 8-4 hit the board again. Because I'm not at all in or full yet. There we go. Oh! They both went runner. 23. Very bottom of my raising range. Again! Always have to hit the bottom of my freaking range. Now I am complaining about my starting cards. I'm just in a bad mood right now. Can't win for losing. Oh, look, I got 3-bet. What a freaking shock. I gotta fold this one, too. I raise under the gun. When you get 3-bet under the gun +1, you know you're in trouble. Well, I'm certainly gonna play this. Oh my god, I finally hit a board really good. That's what I was hoping for. Hey, brick, please. It's not quite a brick, but... Check. Hoping to see a bet, and then I'll shove. Okay. Yes, I threw the 3 spades out there. There we go. Something. Oh, now I get moved to a new table. Here come the big stacks. Well, that's not too bad. Alright, so obviously these guys are the same. Wait, LBA Spit is new. Russia. Illusion 777, Ukraine. And this guy, Russia. Yoda. I just want to see flops and actually hit some. I finally got one. I finally got one. There's a nice looking hand. Would have raised, but we'll call instead. Not terrible. In fact, I'll donk bet it. Hey, there we go. That was a semi-bluff. Wasn't a flat-out bluff. Just to win a couple pots and kind of stay in the game. Just remember, I mean, the advice that I've been following since the beginning is easy to follow in theory, but humans have emotions. Just don't let the emotions get the better of you. Now, I have watched some other poker variants. I know Hold'em is not the most frustrating version of poker. That'd be either Omaha High-Low or Raz. Carlos M. Brasil. But as an Omaha enjoyer, Hold'em frustrates me because of the lack of opportunities you can have sometimes. Family's home. They didn't even check in on me because they figured I was still playing, so that was nice of them. I assume they didn't need me to pick anything up for them. Nope. I got a few chips. I don't want to throw them around. This table still isn't that bad, actually. As far as, you know, my potential to be completely overrun. Yeah, about to make it to the third break, actually. That's got to count for something. I still haven't really officially turned it around. I've been below average this entire tournament. At or below average. But these blinds are so long that I can get away with that for at least a little while longer. I have 4 basketball guys at this table. 2 without an avatar at all. If I don't make the money in this tournament, then this is going to be my new permanent face. Just because I just don't see it that much. Ooh, Trips versus Royal Flush. Oh, we got the straight flush! Boy, wait, I had to break. I've been recording for 2 hours and 9 minutes, excluding the pauses that I've taken for, obviously, these tournament breaks. So, you know, not bad. It's more than I usually play for replay poker games, but that's because replay poker doesn't have any 15-minute blind games. The most they do is 12-minute blinds. Jack. It's already been raised. I don't 3-bet with ace jack, especially an under the gun raise. How much more of this blind? 3 minutes. Carlos have designs on another straight flush. Yoo-hoo. The chip average is exactly 60,000. So 35,000, so that's not exactly twice as much. Well, I tried. Up to 276 entries, by the way. This is around the end of when it would be reasonable to late reg. Oh my god! That card matches one of my cards. I can't believe it. If you check, I'll bet. Atari. Show. There we go. Not a straight flush, but it's better than I've been getting. Still below the average, but at least I have a little bit. What a nice day that I'm not taking advantage of and just inside playing poker. I mean, if I bubble, that would be the worst thing ever. Because first of all, I wouldn't get any money. And second of all, I'd be wasting a chance to do a kettlebell walk. And I wouldn't even get paid for not doing it. Alright, let's limp. Blinds just went up. I've got 32 left. Well, 33. But I spent one to limp in, obviously. The pose is back. Sorry about that. Five X. Nope, sorry. I would have called them like up to maybe 3.5x, but not 5x. Especially with my confidence level in terms of hitting the board. That would be a huge waste of chips. Big blind special? Nope. All yours. It's Jack again. And the bleeding continues. Like I can represent any of that. I know he doesn't have any. There we go. I know he's got nothing, but I just can't do anything right now. Easiest 3-bet of the tournament. Not much on that one. This might be a huge mistake. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, one hand and all of a sudden I'm over the chip average! I'm over the average stack! I can't believe it. Alright, smirk. Yeah. I can afford it this time, though. And I missed. Even if I screw this up, I still have way more than I used to. Okay, well, I'm done. Let's not compound this error with any more. Lol. I have the literal nut low. Well, the nut low would be if I had a 5, but that'd actually be a good hand on this board. Okay, well, once again, I spent one hand over the chip average. That's so much more chips than I used to. 49 big blinds. That is, I would dare say, comfy. Good luck, LBA. He does have to beat one person. Well, that's a problem. And drawing dead. Well, drawing dead to a chop. Unless, of course, you rebuy. In which case, also good luck, because rebuy is not worth that much anymore. Pirat 372 from the Netherlands. And it looks like you are another late reg person, because you have 35,000 exactly as well. Thought about folding, actually. Didn't want Don to call me. Not what I wanted. Not screwing this up. I still have chips. Don't want to screw them up. And can't call. $288 total entries. Down to 100 minutes before the late reg ends. Then and only then can we even start thinking about the money. Here we go. Oh boy, this dude's got 334,000 chips. I told you it was going to happen. Well, we remember Lena from Russia, SpongeBob. Remember this guy, Russia, that I knocked out before, but is doing much better on this second bullet. Russia, our chip leader. Zendos, Russia. Johan Soto, Venezuela. Redev, Russia. I'm the only North American here, and Johan Soto is the only other Western Hemisphere person here. Well, this guy definitely has changed the icon, because I definitely do not remember ever seeing that particular icon. And this is a person I obviously played with before, because I have a note on him. Hello. Wish I had that many chips, because then I could probably just sit out and post my way to the money. That is the goal here. Actually, I don't even know if that's enough. That might be enough. 335,000 could be enough to coast to the money. I mean, I'm playing super tight now. No way I'm messing with a guy with that many chips. I'm below average, and he's got 5 times the average. A lot of people playing back at him, though. And he has been willing to fold. AFK. Anton 2022 from Russia. Yeah, he's raising every hand, though, as you would expect from somebody with that kind of chip stack. I'll play for a min raise, sure. New table, same flops. Not even fake tanking this one. Just move on to the next hand. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the smirk face on the whole way now. That'll be my new permanent one. Just the positive energy I got from that one double up. Expecting a raise there, so I'll just call it. Come on, please. God, I've tried being so freaking patient. Redav probably has nothing, but I can't risk anything because every time I try to bluff, I screw it up. For one reason or another. There's a hand. Not going to 3-bet it because that's a relatively short stack. We just raised. If I 3-bet, I open the door to being shoved on. I don't want to call it all in with this hand. Not bad. There we go. That's a big enough pot that I just want to take it down now if I can, and I did. No, thank you, A6. Well, I just went up and I got 41 big blinds. You know, not bad. Not bad. Still below average, but could be worse. Ooh, that would have been a nice flop for me. A pair of aces and the back doors. So everyone at this table is Russian except for me and John Soto. From the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. Now, one really sad thing about Venezuela is the hyperinflation that's been plaguing them. I've heard stories of like people from Venezuela playing RuneScape and like selling random little pieces of things that they find in that game to people like on Steam for real money, and it's more than they make with an actual job. So playing poker must be an absolute godsend for them. Oh boy, this is a big pot. It is an opportunity for much more than that. Hold on now, let's... I see whose big blind it is. If I limp, he's going to raise me. If I raise, then what? Like I said, I'm playing real tight right now. Lena generally is fairly tight. I'm showing my emotion, I'm showing my frustration at some of the cards I've been getting, but my discipline is still intact. Like, that's, I think, the main reason why I've gotten this far. What's a good raise size? I'm going to go 3,700. That board probably hit him, actually. I'm not going to fall for that. That's a board that looks like it's all over his range. I have a gut shot, but that's not worth it. Alright, now I really got a hand. I've been dealt ace queen a lot. almost forgotten that our giant chip leader's here. Could play back at him. Don't feel like it, though. Again, I have no backup plan. Like, when I say that I'm missing the flops, like I'm not even hitting enough for backdoors. I straight up have no backup plans when I'm bluffing. There's almost always a backup plan for some way to succeed in Omaha. Nope. Yeah, as long as I got that stack at this table, actually, Redav and Logosavros are pretty intimidating as well. Oh, hey, I recognize Tiago Barto, who's also having a much better second bullet. That's ow. Maybe that's the secret. Second bullet just does more damage. I'm not going to test that theory. I still have a stack here. I think I've done a heck of a job just surviving all of the doldrums. Of course, the job is not complete yet. It's only complete if I can cash it. Another big pop between those two. Aces work. Red Dive now really rising up the leaderboard. Oh god, he's number 3 now. So we got number 1 and number 3 at this table. 310 entrants. So we're down half the field. How long have I been recording? 2 hours and 34 minutes of gameplay, and we're down half the field. This is a grind. I mean, tournament poker is not for everyone. See if I can get this through. And this time I do have a bit of a backup plan with the king and 5 of diamonds. One time? Can I get a bluff to work? No, of course not. I'm trying again. Just because, what if I had 2 hearts? Nope, still didn't work. Screw it, done. You win. And just like that, we're right back where we were before. How much did I lose in that hand? I lost 16,100 on that hand. That was really bad. I doubt he was going anywhere on that river card. That wasn't scary enough. I'm not that suicidal. I'll say this, that's been the worst hand for me. Wait, no, there was that hand where I had ace queen against the 10-9 against that short stack all in. That was probably worse than that. Like, none of my losses have been too horrible. I can't string any momentum together, though. I'll win a hand every once in a while, but that's it. There's a lot of these really nice, big-looking pots that I could participate in if I had any piece of that. I just gotta wait around for another hand, another board to connect with, but man, those are becoming rare. I'm only got 26 big blinds now. It's not all in or fold yet, but it's not pretty. My double up, I didn't even connect with the board. It was just pocket kings that were holding. That was an awful long tank for an all-in. But Red Dive, thinking about it. I'm inclined to not believe Jahan Sota because of how long it took to make the move. But he's going to believe him. See? He had nothing. I had a feeling he had nothing. My poker instincts aren't that bad. They're really not. I feel like I am smarter than my play here is letting on. I am just mistiming it every single time. I like Smirk Grinch for the reason that I mentioned. It fits with Vegeta. They don't actually have Dragon Ball characters here. They could try. I mean, if they could get SpongeBob licensed, then I'm sure it can get Dragon Ball. I remember Viacom being pretty stingy about their intellectual property. I know Toei's possibly more stingy, but it's worth a try. You never know. Oh, don't go all in. I can't call an all in. Okay. Heck. It's so close to being good. It's so close to being good. That's cheap. I'm going for it. I'm not falling for whatever bait you're trying to set. Just take the pot. Oh! Okay. It's that easy. How many big blunts is that? Yeah, 17. It's in that region where it's becoming acceptable to open shove. Ace queen, yeah, that makes sense. Pocket browns makes sense as a call. Pocket browns work. Right. See you, Zendos. Whether I see you in a long time or in 2 minutes, let's find out. I do like that avatar, though. At this point, rebuying just seems like a terrible idea. Blinds are up. A rebuy now gets you 22 big blinds. Down to under 80 minutes before the late reg. I actually have not yet played a real, like, a tournament other than a free roll where I've gotten past the late reg. This would be the first. See Zuka, the Vietnamese guy, on his first bullet. His or her first bullet, of course. Never know with these guys. 320. Now, Lena, it's a pretty safe bet that that's a girl. Unless, like, it's a man naming his account after his cat. I don't know. It's happened. I mean, I remember for some stupid reason, way back in the day, 2008, 15 years ago, I had a Roblox account called Sparkles46, based on my cat Sparky. Why I went with Sparkles, I have no idea, but everybody thought I was a girl, and I can't blame them. I don't know why I didn't just go with Sparky. I don't really find Roblox to be all that cringe, honestly. Like, obviously, the fact that there's so many, you know, young children on there means I wouldn't last very long there nowadays. But, for what it is, it's actually quite impressive how many cool boards that were actually made there. And they have all kinds of video game styles. Like, there's actually, honest to God, there's a non-zero chance I might get another Roblox account just to see what's up. Even though I'm 27, and I really shouldn't be doing that. Holy moly. Oh! He went for the hero play, and he might get bailed out. Nope. I mean, can I fault him? I've been going for the hero play a lot. I've just been smart enough to get out while I still can. Oh, I got moved. And the chip leader's not with me. That's always good. Big City Lift, I remember them. They're from Russia. Johnny Who, United States. Astro, Russia. I've been there. I've met them too. Alex, Kazakhstan. Nice. Sideback, Russia. IV4X, USA. And that guy again, Russia. I like all the Stan countries. Mostly because they just have spectacular geology all throughout them. I also have a decent little mix of cultures that's not really found in any other world region. Central Asia is just kind of fascinating, and it's mostly forgotten by most of the West. Which is probably for the best. Means they're not getting into any real trouble. I mean, well, obviously, they're far from perfect politically and everything, but, you know, they're out of the spotlight. Nothing that happens there matters too much in the grand scheme of things. Well, that's an easy fold. Again, that's an okay all-in. Considering the blinds are so generous, I'm okay with a 17 big blind shove in this tournament. I still don't plan on open shoving until I'm down to like 14, but you know, to each his own. 17 big blinds isn't the worst thing ever. 75 minutes away before we can officially start thinking about the money. I keep making it to the break, and I keep on having, like, barely more than the starting stack. I got 15 minutes to go to make it to the fourth break, and I'm once again on pace to barely have more than the starting stack. By which time the blinds will be 1K, 2K, and I'll have 21 big blinds left if I don't improve from here. I very much doubt that that's the real Phil Ivey. This is $1.65. The real Phil Ivey would never be playing a tournament that costs $1.65. I think these days he's more of a cash game guy anyway. He spent a lot of his time in Macau, where the cash games are just positively ridiculous. I don't know how ridiculous, but I imagine that there's a few there that have blinds of like 500 and 1,000. Where you have to put at least $500,000 in there just to get into the game. I still haven't seen the new TV record pot that Patrick Antonius won, but I think I found where it is and where I could watch it on Poker Go. It's on like the No Gamble No Future like extra special edition. Again, I'm picking up very few good cards here, but it's pre-flop. I can deal with bad cards pre-flop. If I do find a double, I think I'm going to take the break a little early for digestive reasons. Ooh, nice flop for the tens. Sideback at least has a chance. That doesn't help. In fact, that hurts him. Now I can only tie it. On the big blind, at least I have something. Ray Velcoro, Russia. I keep running into Russians. It's cheap enough. Let's see a flop. Straight flush draw. Donk bet. Okay. I gotta show the six of hearts. I gotta show the six of hearts. I think I'm putting on a masterclass of just how to get through a tournament without ever getting dealt anything. Sure, I'll play. Honestly, this whole thing has been a blur since there's been so few high points for me. This hand's not going to be a high point. Damn, my folded cards are hitting the board. They're really hitting the board now. I'm not mad. I mean, you really think I should play 10-3 with that stack? Heck no. Of course, I want to win some hands here, but I'm not an idiot. Well, I'm kind of an idiot, but, you know, I try to rein it in. Snap call. Show it. I'm not screwing around too much post-flop. Oh. Just survive the level, make it to the next break. Just take it step by step. No need to rush things. I would love a double up, but as long as I have some chips, then I have a chance. Notice the Big City Life is a short stacker, and he's still got plenty of chips. Keep showing the good cards. Stress-free. Love these easy decisions. Alright. That's an under-the-gun raise by the short stack, so I gotta give that some credibility. And this time I missed. That's okay, because I hit the last two, so I can't complain. A little bit of a fake tank. Nothing egregious. I think he likes his hand. Queen Jack, maybe? Ooh, I don't know, man. Unless he has another Jack. Okay, I don't think he had Queen Jack. I think he would have committed the rest of his chips if he had the Jack. So he fooled me. Good read by Ray Velcoro. I figured he's a blind that I can actually pick on. Playable. Yeah, let's see a flop, actually. Dang it! Should have guessed. Oh, boy, no. You guys go for it. Oh, yeah, queens against nines. I was in the wrong league. And finally, pocket browns lose. I just blew another 4,000 by calling with 10-7. I don't think it was that objectively wrong. Obviously, it looks stupid now. Well, my philosophy is that if you've got more than 20 big blinds of the next level, you're still okay. And that's where we're at right now. I think it is absolutely amazing that I have not yet had to go for the panic button in this tournament yet. I've been all in once, and I was with Kings against Barry Jacks on the flop. Actually, I was on the turn. So I got it in as like an 86% favorite, won the hand. Have I even declared all in since then? I don't think I have. I'm sure I will at any moment now, but... Oh, very late reg guy. Ixo from Ukraine. Miss. I want 2 more cards. I want to play Omaha, man. I want to play Omaha. There's 10-7 suited again. Not going to overvalue it this time. I mean, I am absolutely, at this point, one of those guys who might make the final 3 tables of a big tournament without being on TV once. I might have been on TV for that Kings double up, but even then, that was a double up just to get to the chip average. And I hadn't made any noise prior to that or since. So I doubt the editors would be all that concerned with putting me on there. $348 total entrants, by the way. Just over an hour left of late reg. Even if I min cash, that would be a pretty big deal for me. So, just fair warning, if we can keep this up, I will be playing very tight when we get to the bubble. Like, I'm probably going to make a lot of you mad with how tight I'm going to play when we get there. Especially because I've been a little bit vocal about criticizing overly tight play on some final tables that I've covered. It's Jack again. How often is he messing around? How often are we flipping a coin here? I really need to think about this one. I'm gonna fold it. Really? You know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it this time. Oh. I couldn't have picked a worse spot. I should have called against Big City Life. I just let the late reg guy double up. Well, I made it to the fourth break. And I've got 3 big blinds left. And it's almost my big blind again. Finally ran out of patience. Well, chances are real good now that I'm going to have to find something else to do with my time for the next few months. I mean, I have to make something happen in the dream. Or else I'm back to free rolls only. Probably the shortest stack in the entire room at this point. Okay, I'm third from the bottom, but like I have no chance. I'm big blind on the next hand. I had either. Oh my god! Wow. I was gonna say I either have to do it on this hand or the next hand just blind. But I actually have good cards. Well, got a chance to triple up. But it's just a chance. I need everybody else to miss. I'm not gonna hit. We all know that. I just need everybody else to miss. That board looks pretty nice. Did I win? I did win! How about that? Okay, so I'm still in all-in or fold mode, but I've got plenty of hands now to wait before I absolutely have to do it again. This ain't gonna cut it. Triple up. Tens. That's an all-in. Go. Flip. I can't even get a flush. I need a 10. Well, that was a pleasure. Wow. As you can see, my balance is $3.05. I'm spending $2.50 on the dream. Which means if I screw that up, I've got 55 cents left. You see what I mean? And to 153rd, I still couldn't even make it to late reg. Am I just in over my head? Am I just not good enough? I can cash in free rolls just fine. I can finish second out of 1,446 in a free roll. If I just waited one more hand, if I didn't play that ace-jack, then I could have doubled up with those jacks and I would have had a real stack. Oh well. I'll see you in the dream. I don't have any commentary that I've scheduled for myself in the next couple days, so see you in the dream.